drop a like and do share. Leave your comments and do not forget to subscribe for more videos.
Hi, I'm Dr. Nidhi Khare. In today's lecture, I'm going to talk about how to create and maintain organizational culture. Now, this lecture series has three parts. Part 1 deals with understanding of how cultures are created. Part B deals with learning how to maintain a culture. And Part C deals with recognizing organizational culture signs. So in Part A, I'll be taking how to understand that how cultures are created. So how are cultures created? Where do cultures come from? Understanding this question is important so that you know how they can be changed. An organization's culture is shaped as the organization faces external and internal challenges, and it learns how to deal with them. When the organization's way of doing business provides a successful adaptation to the environmental challenges and ensures success, those values are retained. These values and ways of doing business are taught to new members as the way to do business. As you can see, this figure shows the culture creation and maintenance. Now, the factors that are most important in the creation of an organization's culture include founders' values, preferences, and industry demands. Coming to founders' values, a company's culture, particularly during its early years, is inevitably tied to the personality, background, and values of its founder or founders, as well as their vision for the future of the organization. This explains one reason why culture is so hard to change. It is shaped in the early days of the company's history. When entrepreneurs establish their own businesses, the way they want to do business determines the organization's rules, the structure set up in the company, and the people they hire to work with them. As a case in point, some of the existing corporate values of the ice cream company Ben & Jerry's can easily be traced to the personalities of its founders, Ben Cohen and Jerry Greenfield. In 1978, the two ex-hippie high school friends opened up their first ice cream shop in a renovated gas station in Burlington, Vermont. Their strong social convictions led them to buy only from the local farmers and devote a certain percentage of their profits to charities. The core values they instilled in their business can still be observed in the current company's devotion to social activism and sustainability. Its continuous contribution to charities, use of environmentally friendly materials, and dedication to creating jobs in low-income areas. Even though the company was acquired by Unilever plc in 2000, the social activism component remains unchanged, and Unilever has expressed its commitment to maintaining it. Founder values become part of the corporate culture to the degree they help the company be successful. For example, the social activism of Ben & Jerry's was instilled in the company because founders strongly believed in these issues. However, these values probably would not be surviving 3 decades later if they had not helped the company in its initial stages. In the case of Ben & Jerry's, these charitable values helped distinguish their brand from larger corporate brands and attracted a loyal customer base. Thus, by providing a competitive advantage, these values were retained as part of the corporate culture and were taught to new members as the right way to do business. While founders undoubtedly exert a powerful influence over corporate cultures, the industry characteristics also play a role. Industry characteristics and demands act as a force to create similarities among organizational cultures. For example, despite some differences, many companies in the insurance and banking industries are stable and rule-oriented. Many companies in the high-tech industry have innovative cultures, and companies in the non-profit industry tend to be people-oriented. If the industry is one with a large number of regulatory requirements, for example, banking, healthcare, and nuclear power plant industries, then we might expect the presence of a large number of rules and regulations, a bureaucratic company structure, and a stable culture. Similarly, the high-tech industry requires agility, taking quick action, and low concern for values and authorities, which may create a relatively more innovative culture. The industry influence over culture is also important to know, because this shows that it may not be possible to imitate the culture of a company in a different industry, even though it may seem admirable to outsiders. Now in the next lecture, I'm going to talk about how are cultures maintained. Thank you.